Hello everyone, it's me Eunbin and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my bullet journal set up for the month of October, so I hope you all enjoy and let's get started. For this month, I'm still doing a fall themed setup, but you'll see it's kind of a different vibe compared to last month. If you all haven't watched my September bullet journal plan with me yet, I will leave it linked up in the cards as well as in the description box down below for y'all to go and watch it. This month for decoration, I am using a lot of neutral toned pictures that I found on Pinterest. Actually, not all of them are neutral tones. Some are very saturated colors like red and orange, but since I'm using actual photos, unlike last month where I used oil pastels with no pictures, it gave a completely different vibe, but I'm still doing a fall themed spread. So I think it's really cool that you can describe one season in multiple ways like this. And also, if you guys are interested in the pictures that I used for today's video for this setup, I will leave my Pinterest board linked in the description box. I have all these pictures saved onto my fall inspiration board that I made on Pinterest, so I'll leave that linked down there. And to match this new different vibe for the month, I changed up my lettering style as well. I made the loops pretty small when I'm transitioning in between letters, and I think it matches my theme for the month really nicely. For the left side of the cover page, I am again using a picture that I printed on some photo paper, and I thought it wasn't popping out of the page enough, so I layered it with a craft sticky note. I think it gives a three-dimensional look, and it's a small technique that I often like to use for my spreads. Underneath that picture and the sticky note, I lettered out "Breathe Away," and I drew some little stars and triangle shapes around the lettering using a gold pen. Now moving on to my monthly spread, I am using this picture of a fall tree and a hand wearing a sweater. I really loved the colors, so I used that on the left side. For this month's monthly calendar, in order to use the pictures in the spread, I had to downsize my calendar quite a bit. So I had to kind of pencil that out before I go in with the pen. So on the bottom of that picture, I drew out a really small calendar, and I believe this was 3 by 3 squared calendar. So I drew out a grid like that. Now that I kind of know how I'm going to lay everything out for this page, I'm gluing the picture down and using my brush pen on the side to write out important dates. I'm going to be using some highlighters to color a little dot in the grid calendar and write out the actual event in the important dates section. I hope this system kind of makes sense. At least it does for me. I have an orange for school, yellow for family, and brown for etc. Now I'm using my Lamy Safari fountain pen to write out all the events for this month. On the right side of the spread, I am again using a picture that I printed on some photo paper, gluing it down on the bottom right corner, and I'm going to be making this page my habit tracker for the month. I am using my brush pen again to do a header at the top. And for this month, since I have the pictures taking up most of the space in the page, I am going to be doing the individual habit tracker style to keep track of just a few habits for this month. The habits that I'm keeping track of for October is my morning routine, my night routine, whether I study or read that day, and then whether I post on social media that day. I'm too lazy to write out all the numbers for the calendar, so I'm just drawing out a shape for the October calendar, and that's it for my habit trackers this month. Here at the bottom, I have this awkward space, so I wrote out milestones and then did my social media tracker where I'm tracking my subscriber count here on my YouTube channel and also my Instagram follower count. So go check me out on Instagram if you guys haven't already. It's at brightest_plans. And I'm finishing off the page by adding some washi tape at the bottom. Now I'm putting together my first weekly spread for October. I am using these brown toned pictures that I got from Pinterest and then pasting them down on the top left corner and the bottom right corner of the spread. I think if I lay out the pictures like this, it makes the spread pretty well laid out. So I'm using the craft sticky notes as a drop shadow, just layered together like this, and then I'm going to be keeping it very minimal and using my black brush pen to write out the days of the week in that same lettering style for the week. So that's everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my October bullet journal setup, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!